Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is the most important video on our channel because in this video I am going to reveal a technique which is the fastest technique to develop any AXI4 IP. And it is not a theoretical approach, it's a practical approach. And now without wasting much time, let us get started and see this fastest AXI4 IP development technique. Friends, if I get a chance, I will show you the demonstration of AXI4 IP development at the end of this video series. Friends, this course includes a never reveal secret technique to design an AXI IP. After learning this course, you will be able to design the following IPs in a very short span of time. An AXI4 based IP, an AXI3 based IP, and an AXI Lite based IP, and many more. Friends, here is the agenda of our video series. First is how do AXI4, AXI3 or AXI Lite IPs are integrated in a system. So we'll try to understand the system, how these IPs are integrated and what are their roles. Then we'll discuss AXI4 IPs having configuration and data interfaces. Most of the IPs has two type of interfaces. One is called configuration interface and another is called data interface. We'll discuss AXI interface used as a data path. I will give you some examples of it. Then we will discuss AXI interface used as control or configuration path. I will give you example of this also. I will give you example of those IPs also where AXI is used for data as well as control path. That is what the third point is, some examples of an AXI based IPs. Then finally we will discuss secret rapid technique to design an AXI based IPs. Whatever we want to discuss, this is the crux of our video series. Then we will discuss the practical design session to design an AXI IP. Now let us discuss the first point of our agenda. How do AXI4, AXI3 and other IPs are integrated in a system? So friends, just for your knowledge I am telling, the entire system is stitched around the AXI interconnect. So this is the AXI interconnect, or you can call it as AXI bus. So this AXI interconnect has multiple ports. For example, this is a port AXI-M where master will be connected. Who is going to be the master of this bus will be connected here. So in this example we have taken two master ports. To the first master port we are connecting a processor, and on the second port we are connecting a DMA. Now let us have a look at the slave ports, AXI slave ports. Here in this example I have included three slave ports. So in the first slave port we are connecting SRAM controller which is controlling the SRAM. Second port is connected to P flash controller which is controlling the parallel NOR flash. Now just for your information, some of the IPs does not directly support AXI bus. They support APB, and this is the most common and practical use case. So in this example I have taken few IPs which are supporting APB, not AXI directly. For example, UART is one example, timer, GPIO, SPIE, I2C. So then what we do in that case, we put a converter, AXI to APB bridge we put in between. And through this bridge, all these IPs which are supporting APB will be connected to our AXI interconnect. And if you have other masters or slave ports, so accordingly we will extend our AXI master and slave ports in this interconnect. Usually this AXI interconnect is configurable. We can have any number of master ports or any number of slave ports. Friends, this is the basic skeleton how a system is stitched around AXI bus interconnect. If anyone of you have any query about the system, you can write it down in the comment section. Maybe we can discuss in the upcoming videos. Now let us discuss the second part of our agenda. Usually IPs has two type of interfaces. One interface is called configuration interface. Another interface is the data interface. What do I mean by configuration interface? Just for your knowledge, every IP has a set of registers and some memories. And with the help of this configuration interface, we configure those registers to set this particular IP in a particular mode. It is not an actual data that is transferred from input port towards the output. No, it is just to set the IP in a particular mode. Now data is the actual data which is applied to the data input port, and it goes through the IP and it reached at the output of the IP and it is applied to the outside world or to the other IP. Friends, here I have taken an example of configuration interface and data interface. So in this case I have taken configuration interface also as AXI interface and data interface also as AXI interface only. But it is not true always. The configuration interface can be ABB interface or AXI Lite interface or something native interface also. Similarly, data interface can be AXI interface, AXI stream interface, or it can be any native interface. As shown in the figure, so the configuration interface, the intent is to configure the configuration registers and to read the status registers back. Similarly, there can be some config memory also that can be configured using configuration interface. Friends, with the help of the configuration interface, we set the IP into a particular mode. Usually each IP has different modes like low power mode, high speed mode, ultra low power mode. Another type of IPs can have different type of modes. So that is the purpose of configuration interface. Now let us talk about the data interface, where the real data is applied at the input of the IP and it goes through various stages inside the IP. I have shown few of them like encoding, packetizer, processing stage, FIFO and serializer, and finally data reaches at the output where it can be applied to the outside world. Friends, we have discussed configuration interface and data interface in depth. Now as per our agenda, we will discuss real-time examples of an AXI-based IPs, but we will discuss them in the upcoming video. Already our video size is more than 5 minutes. So let us end this video here only, and I hope that this video will be quite informative for all of you. If you also like this video, you can press the like button and you can share your feedback in the comment section. And in future also we are going to create many such videos. So to be aligned with our channel, don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon to get the notification of all the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and your time.